Supporters of a Palestinian woman in ICE detention here in North Texas are fighting for her release. She claims she's the victim of retaliation for participating in a protest against the war in Gaza. Charges related to that protest were already dropped. Fox 4's Alex Boyer is in the newsroom with more. Alex.
Hi, Eden. Leqaa Kordia has been in ICE detention for nearly a year. Now, her legal team said that they had pre-approval to visit her at the facility in Alvarado today, but claimed that visit was canceled due to rumors of a planned protest outside. That protest never happened. The family of a detained Palestinian woman making a direct plea to the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem.
My ask is to free Leqaa Kordia now and do your job.
That's the cousin of Leqaa Kordia. He, along with several Texas lawmakers and Kordia's legal team, held a news conference outside the Prairieland Detention Facility in Alvarado Friday. In March 2025, Kordia says she was detained while she went to a routine immigration interview in New Jersey. She said she mistakenly surrendered her valid student visa as she tried to pursue permanent residency. Kordia was flown to North Texas, where she has been held ever since.
What national security objective is being achieved by keeping this woman locked up here at Prairieland? How is public safety in this country improved by keeping her detained for 300 days now? And the answer is there is no national security objective that's being achieved. This is doing nothing to improve public safety. It's simply cruel.
Kordia acknowledges she also participated in the high-profile Occupy protest at Columbia University in 2024 in opposition to the Israeli war in Gaza. Her legal team says charges related to her involvement were dismissed. An immigration judge granted her bond, but her representatives say DHS won't release her, instead evoking an automatic stay twice.
The government is very aggressive. They are pursuing their position just about as hard as they possibly can.
David Cole is a constitutional law attorney who has reviewed Kordia's case filings. Cole said the case is now in the hands of the Bureau of Immigration Appeals, adding that
every rationale that has actually been put out there for a reason to keep her in custody has sort of fizzled out under scrutiny. And now they don't really have a whole lot, except it's just the discretion of the board. And at that point, they argue it's totally appropriate for a court to jump in because the system just isn't working the way it's designed.
DHS conceded, by the way, is zero threat to this country twice in court. They don't have an ounce of evidence that she's a flight risk or she's a threat to national security at all. So if you can make that make sense to anyone, I'm all ears. The only crime she committed was being Palestinian. And the only crime she committed was speaking up for Palestine in the form of her freedom of speech, in the form of protest, which is her constitutional right.
So in court filings, DHS said that Kordia had ties to terrorism and had supported Hamas. We asked her attorney about those allegations, and he says that there is substantial evidence both in her bond record and in her federal habeas case that dispute that, adding that she was, quote, frankly, just racist allegations that have been leveled against her, end quote.